Last year, the CSO recorded over 400 deaths by suicide, and with many people turning to online resources to find help, ReachOut Ireland and the HSE have published the first ever good practice guide for online mental health services.
Well, at ReachOut.com we have been working with a number of organisations that are also involved in providing mental health services in the online space. And one thing that we've known from talking with our colleagues is that there were no set of standards or guidelines in place to make sure that we're doing the best that we can do, and also that there's a consistency of service for those that need it. So in conversations with the HSE, National Office for Suicide Prevention, we proposed that we set out on this journey and put in place a set of guidelines that would work for everybody involved in the sector, and that started about 2.5 years ago, so that's the genesis of the idea.
When it comes to person-to-person support, I guess sometimes those services can be the least well moderated because you've got live interaction, so training in those cases with that type of service is really, really important. And then when it comes to online therapy or online counselling, a lot of the guidance is similar to the guidance that you'd have for face-to-face counselling, just about clearly describing your service model, clearly describing your terms and conditions around confidentiality, and how you may need to escalate if distress is communicated.
It's about communicating the message of health, but communicating where to go to seek help when needed. And exploiting all avenues of communication is essential. Particularly for young people, it's important that we make contact with them in an environment where they understand and they use. So over the past number of years, we've been working in the online fora to try and both communicate and to reach people in a way that's accessible for them and makes sense.
Well, this guide won't be gathering dust. It's a good guide. It's not a best guide, so that means that we're going to continually review how we're doing. In fact, the next edition is going to be out in January of next year. We'll review it this November and respond to changes online and behaviours online in terms of young and older people when they're seeking help around their mental health and well-being. So the idea is that I suppose the best that we can hope for is that we give the best service that we can to those people that are looking for help, and above all that there's a consistency in terms of standards and in terms of safety.